Hey guys, for the start, thanks for coming and thanks for watching the most popular show on the planet. In our newest episode, actually, guys, we are going to talk about self control. For the start, to explain what self control is, let's take an example. Also, let's say that you are cigarette addict. That means that you are actually not doing the consciously moves that you need to do to smoke a cigarette. What I mean when I say that? I mean that when you are trying to take out the cigarette out of the box, when you are trying to set the cigarette in your mouth, and when you are trying to fire it actually and inhale it, you are all those moves doing unconsciously. That means actually that in our subconscious mind are actually saved, also stored our habits, because the human being, guys, is nothing else than the habitual being. When we are talking about self-control, that means that we are going from subconscious mind to the conscious mind. What does it mean? It means that we are actually working in subconscious mind. That means that we are actually aware of every move we do, that we are aware of ourselves, that we are actually self-conscious. That means that in case we are a cigarette addict, when we have that wish to smoke that cigarette, because now we are working in conscious state of mind, we are conscious that cigarettes are actually not good for our health, and we are not going to smoke that cigarette. We are going to decide that we are going to win against those addictions. Also, guys, when we are talking about self-control, we are actually talking about self-mastery. Also, what is a self-mastery? The other name, guys, for self-mastery is actually soul mastery. What does it mean? It means that we are learning how to manipulate our soul. That's the most simple example that I can actually give you, because that's, guys, is the truth. When you are able to win against yourself, when you are able to, for example, win against that addiction, that means that you are actually succeed in manipulating yourself, in manipulating your soul. And when your soul gives the command to your body that you need that cigarette, because like already say, you are working in conscious state of mind, because you are conscious of the command that you actually give to yourself, you are not going to do it, because that's not the right thing to do. Now let's talk about traps actually that one can find walking the way of self-control. The fact is that one who is able to master the self-control is actually succeed in mastering himself. Also, he has learned the way how to manipulate himself. Now, if you are actually aware of what I just said, then you are actually aware also that when one is actually also has succeeded in learning how to master himself, how to manipulate himself, he also has mastered how he can actually manipulate other human beings, how can he lead other human beings, because he already know how he can lead himself. That's a trap, and most actually soul mastery masters are actually or did actually fall in that trap, because when one has mastered himself, he comes upon great power. And like all human beings, some of us are actually good, some of us are actually bad, and some of us are using that power for negative purposes. The fact is that when one has learned to lead himself, he is going to achieve everything in his life, because he is aware of that, and he is aware of the steps he needs to use to make, but he is also able to make other human beings do those steps instead of him. So in case that he needs to do some bad deed, actually someone else is going to do that deed instead of him, because he knows how to, I can to be precisely say how to deceive someone else. So the other human being is actually thinking that he came on the idea, and actually the idea was actually suggested from the one which is actually controlling himself. Yeah, guys, that was it for the day. I hope so. I hope that I actually was able actually to give you some valuable information and to help you on your way of self-control, of self-mastery, of soul mastery, to help you fight against your addiction. And yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't also forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to share this video to help as much people as possible, to make people aware, to help people win against their addiction. And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and until the next time, peace and love.